Good evening. I'm Mike Boyle, a board member of the Shooting Star Foundation. On behalf of myself and the rest of the board members, we would like to welcome you to this year's Swinging on a Star virtual event. We can't thank you enough for joining us here tonight. We are amazed at the support in making this virtual event happen. Joining us tonight are our grant recipients, or what we like to consider our Shooting Star families, our partners, and our supporters that continue to be the backbone of the Shooting Star Foundation and allowing us to fulfill our mission. For the next 30 minutes, let's have some fun. We have some raffle giveaways, guest appearances, also our guest MC, Ellery McCardle, and her sidekick, and also a Shooting Star Foundation board member, Morgan Tran. Once again, on behalf of the Shooting Star Foundation, thank you. It provides a brighter future for all our Shooting Star children and their families. Ellery, Morgan, it's all yours.
Welcome everybody to Swinging on a Star. I am your co-host tonight, Ellery McCardle. So happy to be here. Of course, we are all here to support the Shooting Star Foundation and those Minnesota children, those families, those children that need the services for their special needs that are critical to their development. So we are so excited to be here tonight. Of course, because of COVID, we can't be all together in person as usual, but we're so glad that we can be with you virtually. So thank you for joining us. Now, throughout the night, we are going to ask you to keep your cell phones handy because that is a very easy way to donate to the cause. All you have to do is text Swinging on a Star to 76278. That is 76278. Again, that goal to help raise money for those local Minnesota families and those children with special needs. We also have a very fun night full of raffle prizes. But before we get into all of that, I got to intro the person next to me. You probably guessed just by looking at us that we are sisters. This is Morgan Trainer, of course, my sister, but also a member on the board of the Shooting Star Foundation. And Morgan, when you joined because this really hits close to home for you.
It does, yes. Thank you all of you for joining us tonight. My name is Morgan and I'm on the board. I've been on the board for the last 18 months, and the Shooting Star Foundation is so meaningful to my family, and that's because my second grader is on the autism spectrum. And so we have been through a lot of what you're going to see tonight in some of these videos where families are telling you about the burdensome costs that these additional therapies are costing their kids, the emotional toll that having a child living with special needs can put on their family, and what a benefit the Shooting Star Foundation is as we partner alongside those families. And so for me to be able to bring my own perspective to the board is just a really great blessing. And so it's been a great ride so far, and here we are tonight in our first virtual event. And so a quick update on the donations so far, just for the event, because of all of you and the raffle prizes and the donations that you've so generously given, you have already helped 14 families just this week alone. And what I mean by that is each family recipient receives about a $2,500 scholarship from the Shooting Star Foundation. So do the math, and what that does is that just gives you an indication that there are a lot of families that are being impacted by you all tonight. And what we'd really like to shoot for is to get that number from 14 up to 20. So let's see if we can raise enough funds tonight to be able to move forward supporting 20 or more families throughout the rest of this year and into 2021.
Awesome, we can do it. We can get to 20. All right, but we have a raffle winner already to talk about, right?
We do, and this is the raffle that I personally purchased raffle tickets for, so I am bummed that I am not the winner of it, but this raffle tonight is with a local winery, Schramm Vineyards Winery and Brewery in Waconia. This package includes 6 bottles of their Harvest white wine, and the best part is that you get a seated barrel tasting experience. Ooh. And so our winner tonight is Jeff Peters. We hope you enjoy your winery event.
Yeah, and that's a great place out there in Waconia, so enjoy that, please. We also want to give a special shout out to our title sponsor, Fox Rothschild. You know, their title sponsorship tonight doubled the $5,000 of donations that we received leading up to the event. So $5,000 now equals $10,000. So thank you so much to Fox Rothschild for being our title sponsor tonight. Okay, let's have a little bit of fun. We have a special guest star. You know, Morgan and I are avid Packers fans. We bleed green and gold in our family. So we couldn't get him here in person because of COVID, of course, but virtually, we want to tell you and introduce you to a man who needs no introduction. He is number 4, the former QB of the Green Bay Packers, the gunslinger, Brett Favre.
That man right there, number 4, Brett Favre.
Hello, I'm Brett Favre, and I'm encouraging all virtual guests to make a donation today to help the families and reach the goal that Shooting Star Foundation is trying to accomplish. Shooting Star Foundation offers grants to low-income Minnesota families with children with special needs to receive necessary therapy, so obviously they can reach their fullest potential. So I encourage you guys to donate and help these families out and these disadvantaged children. Take care and God bless.
Thank you, Brett Favre. That was great.
That was great. And for those of you who know Brett Favre as a Vikings fan, that's not something that we're able to really recognize. But for those of you who do, we do have our next raffle, which is our Vikings Giveaway. So our second raffle prize tonight is a signed football by quarterback Kirk Cousins and wide receiver Adam Thielen. And then in addition to that, we have a signed jersey from Jared Allen. And so our winner tonight is Kevin Brown. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Okay, so far tonight we have been talking all about the Shooting Star Foundation, but we really want to show you the impact that your dollars have on these local families, these Minnesota families. So for the next 4 minutes, get your tissues out. You're probably going to be wiping away some tears. And here is how your dollars are impacting local families.
When Henry came around, he was the 4th. You know, obviously having 4 kids is busy, but then he's been busy from the get-go. And we know that his development was different, but he didn't know exactly what.
When we went to his 18-month checkup, Kellen wasn't talking at all. He wasn't making even any sounds.
I think I had an inkling that something was just different about our 3.5-year-old Jordan. I felt like I was prepared enough for it, but it just crushed me.
Actually, in our situation, 9 of our kids have special needs. We sort of every day as a family have to kind of constantly be reevaluating what services are available and what can we manage and what can we not manage.
As a mom with a 2nd grader who's on the autism spectrum, looking for those services like occupational therapy or speech therapy or autism therapy, that's a process in and of itself. It's stressful and emotional, and so finding support, finding other parents who have gone through this themselves, and also trying to figure out how to afford all of these therapies just to help your child takes an emotional toll.
We literally were told that you cannot afford to give her the services she needs. You can't. And your hands are tied. It's like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
When we start to understand what the costs are, then you say, well, you know, we'll figure it out. I don't know how, but we'll figure it out.
As a parent, not being able to provide for your child is probably like the hardest thing to realize.
Parents come to us so stressed. They've been thrown a huge curveball in their life, and they're grieving, they're hopeful, and then we throw the cost at them. And that's a shock for that family. It's devastating.
Weighing the costs of therapies and the expense that it has on a family with the responsibility that we feel as parents to provide for our child is overwhelming. And that's truly why the Shooting Star Foundation exists. We're here to partner alongside these families emotionally, offer them a community that they feel welcome in, and then lift the burden that they have on them financially so that they're able to provide those early interventional therapies that their child so desperately needs.
Research shows that early intervention is critical. If we can reach these kids early, we can make lifelong impact in their ability to reach their full potential. If we miss those critical years, they will struggle for a lifetime.
One of the most amazing things is to really see the progress that children make when they are receiving the right services at the right time. And opportunities and partnerships like the Shooting Star Foundation really allow that to happen.
To have people who feel it in their heart and want to give because it makes a difference, this will make a difference.
When you donate to the Shooting Star Foundation, your donation is going to go to more than just financially paying for a service. It's going directly to a family and just to making sure that our children get what they need.
Getting this grant from Shooting Star Foundation was amazing. I really believe that it takes a village, and it is lovely to have Shooting Star in our village.
To be able to say to them that Shooting Star could be there to support you guys and help with the costs, it gives me chills.
For those of you who have helped make these family stories come to life, we thank you so much. For those of you who are interested in coming alongside and helping more families have the success that they are able to do through your donations, we welcome you to join the Shooting Star Foundation community. Well, we hope you enjoyed that video as much as we did. It's so great to see our grant recipients, St. David's and Fraser, both highlighted in that video. They have been just amazing partners as they've really helped find those families that we can then offer that financial support with. And my daughter is a Fraser client, and so I'm very familiar with the Woodbury-Fraser location and all of just the great therapists and services that they offer for her. We've been both in the building pre-COVID, and now we've been doing both telehealth after COVID or during COVID. And so it's just been really great to see how our relationship with both of those schools has really grown over these last 4 years.
Yeah, okay. Remember, if you want to donate, all you have to do is text Swinging on a Star to 76278. Do not forget that number. Every penny counts, right?
And as we mentioned earlier, we at Shooting Star Foundation have helped support over 80 families in the last 4 years. A really great story that I'd like to share is I was able to go to one of the scholarship recipient meetings. So I went to Fraser, I met a family, and we were able to kind of talk about Shooting Star Foundation and partner alongside them. It's when the family was actually told the amount of money that they were going to be getting to help pay for their services. And I have to say, and hopefully I don't tear up during this story, but I was sitting in this conference room with our Fraser representative and this dad. And the dad was there, the mother was working, the child was in their therapy at the time, and we presented the scholarship to them, and he just wept uncontrollably. He was so thankful for what the Shooting Star Foundation was able to do and partner alongside them. And it was just a really great opportunity for me especially, and for some of the other board members who have taken part in those activities, to see the true impact. And when you can get a father in a room and have him just uncontrollably cry, it was really touching, and something that I hope all the board members get to experience. And so for you, as you're thinking about donating and helping families, think about that dad. Think about sitting in a room and being so thankful for the few $1,000s that you're getting, and what a burden that's being lifted off of their shoulders financially.
Absolutely. Okay, let's give away another raffle prize, because why not? We got plenty of them tonight. So this is our third one. It is a combo package including 6 Able Brewery Crowlers, t-shirts, and pint glasses, in addition to an Animales gift card for some great barbecue. They have great food there if you haven't been there. And the winner is Katie. Congratulations.
Yeah, enjoy.
Yeah.
All right. And so what we want to make sure that we do is give you all an update on the Telehealth initiative that you all helped us jumpstart for the grant, or for those providers that we just mentioned, St. David's and Favre. So with the 25K and 25-day campaign that we held last December, your donations financially set up the Shooting Star Foundation to be in a position where we were able to help St. David's and Favre in a time when they really needed it.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, their buildings were closed. They had to immediately jump to remote therapies. And at the same time, what we were finding is the families on the other end of those therapies maybe didn't have the right technology, didn't have Wi-Fi. They couldn't even connect with Favre or St. David's even if they wanted to. And so the board had a special meeting right in the midst of COVID, and we said, what can we do to help these partners that we have? And so because of the donations that you had given in 2019, we were able to give each provider $10,000 to jumpstart their telehealth piece. And really what that did is it offered those families the ability to have a laptop, to purchase Wi-Fi, and also ensured that our partners were able to have the necessary therapists in order to keep those needed sessions going.
Yeah.
And so what we also want to make sure that we're communicating here is that telehealth is not going away.
No.
Post-COVID, telehealth is still going to be something that everyone is taking part in. And what we've really discovered is that families who don't live in a drivable radius to any of the schools for St. David's and Favre, they're still able to get those therapies through telehealth, which is just something that we could have never foreseen kind of in the crisis that this pandemic has really brought on. So for that, we just know that telehealth is going to continue to be a need, that families are going to continue to need the technology and that support in a way where we just want to make sure that we're partnering along with St. David's and Favre's to do that. So think about that when you are thinking about giving, and we just really hope that you find it in your heart to be able to really reach out for those families so that we can continue to grow the support that we have.
It's great to hear those success stories amid COVID. It's such an uncertain time, so that's great. Okay, let's give away another raffle prize. This is the handwritten, 3 bottles of handwritten white wine, a $135 value, and the winners are Kim and Jeff Schaefer. Congratulations. Okay, so you know, there are so many families, as we've said, that have donated over the past 4 years since the inception of the Shooting Star Foundation. Just 4 years, and so much impact has been made on so many people. But tonight we want to spotlight one family where the Shooting Star Foundation kind of unexpectedly became near and dear to their heart. So let's introduce you to the Kipfer family.
So we are Carson and Amanda Kipfer, and we live in South Minneapolis. We've lived here for a little over 10 years.
We have 2 boys, Corbin, who just turned 10, and Soren, who just turned 6.
Hi, I'm Corbin, and I'm 10 years old, and I'm in 4th grade.
They are pretty active boys, keep us on our toes.
Well, that is awesome, buddy. High five.
We first heard about Shooting Star Foundation from Joe Biller as Amanda and I began to learn more about the mission of Shooting Star and what they were hoping to accomplish. We're huge proponents of looking for areas that are going to make really like a lifelong impact. When there's an intervention that is going to change the trajectory of somebody's life, that's a really powerful thing to get behind, and we were really excited about supporting that cause.
After we heard about the Shooting Star Foundation, I'm a nurse, and I just see the importance in any type of situation of early intervention, especially with children, and just the importance of coming alongside families. And in our own family, I see what Carson and I could do together with our children to kind of teach them some of those principles and values at a young age and kind of bring my work life into that, and just as well as our own personal values.
We tried to be purposeful in the conversations that we're having with our kids and talk to them about what we're doing and why we're doing it. It's something that is really important that we instill those types of values in them. Amanda and I, we were having a conversation about Shooting Star, and Corbin was kind of in the background and he just overheard it.
I think I just heard them talking. I said, hey, what's this? And he said, well, it's kind of like to help kids that have disabilities.
And he started asking some questions, and so we pulled up the website, and he was really interested in just learning more about what was going on, and so he was watching some of the testimonial videos.
The two we watched were kids with speaking disabilities where they couldn't talk, and I thought that's probably hard for the kid not to be able to talk, because then he can't like interact with other people and he can't make friends. And I thought maybe I might want to donate on our next allowance day.
And he said, hey, Mom and Dad, I would love to support this, or I would want to contribute to this with some of the money that I've been saving as part of my allowance.
I said, hey Dad, I want to give some money to the Shooting Star Foundation, so that's what we did.
So we logged in.
Then we clicked the donate button on the website, and then I said, hey, I have enough money right here. I think I'll donate $50. And so my dad said, are you sure? And I said, yes.
Proud dad moment to, hear your son just kind of volunteer that and want to be a part of it.
Made me feel happy that someone would be able to use that to help their kid talk or help them with whatever disability they have.
So a challenge, I think, as parents is finding a cause that resonates with every member of your family. And I feel fortunate that we found that with Shooting Star Foundation, especially in the way that we can explain this to our kids and really look at this more as, just an investment that our family is making.
Just something they can resonate with and relate to, because they're kids themselves and they just want to see other kids having fun and playing.
I asked my mom and dad to ask Joe for more t-shirts and stickers to hand out to neighbors and friends so they could think, hey, what's the Shooting Star Foundation? And they'll be like, cool, we might donate to this. And then once somebody gets it, then they might tell their friends, then they might do that, then they might tell their friends, then soon almost everybody donates to the Shooting Star Foundation.
What a great story. What a great family. I love that. Thank you to the Kipfer family for all of your support. All right, we also want to thank our platinum sponsors of the night, Arnerich, Messina, and Brave North Technology. Okay, so these platinum sponsors doubled $5,000 of the donations received leading up to tonight's event. So $5,000 now means $10,000, so that is awesome. And remember, like we've been saying tonight, if you want to donate, just text Swinging on a Star to 76278. And as Morgan was saying earlier in the night, the average scholarship for a family is about $2,500.
Let's really try to get to those 20 families tonight so that we can jumpstart to that 100 families total by the time we see you again next year.
Yeah.
All right. And so to end tonight's event, we have just a few more raffle winners to give away, and then you'll hear from our chairman of the board, Kirk. So let's jumpstart our virtual guest raffle winner. So just for signing in tonight and for joining us, you were automatically entered into a raffle. And this raffle is pretty great. It is definitely an athletic combo. So we have an Evereve gift card for shopping, which is great because Melissa Biller, the co-founder of the Shooting Star Foundation, is hosting another Evereve shopping night later this fall.
That'll be fun.
So definitely check out our Facebook page for that. But back to the raffle. This raffle also includes a pair of Air Jordan Nike basketball shoes, some Nike soccer cleats, and then of course a Jordan duffel bag to carry all the stuff with you when you go to the gym.
There you go.
All right, and our winner is Nick Wheelu.
Congratulations.
Enjoy.
Yeah. All right, and another raffle to give away. 3 bottles of handwritten red wine. This is a $375 value, and the winner is Kim and Jeff Schaefer. Congratulations to you both.
Yeah, looks like you guys have a lot of wine
Yeah,
drinking ahead of
that's
you.
right.
Congrats on winning both of those.
Yeah.
All right. All right, and so then before Kirk takes it away for the rest of the night, this is just our final ask to take out your phones and text Swinging on a Star to 76278. 81 families have felt the support of the Shooting Star Foundation, and we want to get another 20 so that we can say that we have the potential to help 20 families in just the 4 short years that the foundation has been around.
And all of that money stays local, stays right around here in Minnesota. So that is great. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for having me co-host this with you. Also, the Shooting Star Foundation, as you have seen, so many wonderful stories from so many families, but the storytelling does not end tonight. So make sure you follow the Shooting Star Foundation on Facebook and LinkedIn, because in the weeks, months, years to come, more stories are going to be out there.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Have a great night.
We hope you enjoyed this event tonight. On behalf of the board of the Shooting Star Foundation, we want to thank you for participating and donating to such a worthy cause. I wish you could see the faces of the families and the children when we offer scholarships to them. You literally are changing families and kids' lives tonight. Fred Rogers said, "When you help a child, you can be a hero." Well, you are all heroes tonight, and for that, we thank you.